Back with us today is travel expert, author, and our friend Lisa Niver.
So today we're talking about the Olympics and some of the ways that you can experience the spirit of the games while traveling. And Lisa, I know you've had some really fun and unique experiences. First of all, welcome back.
Thank you so much. It's so good to be here with you guys. I love being on your show.
Well, we love having you here. And you know, you always have some really interesting stories. And like we were just talking about the Olympics this year in Paris, what are some ways that people can experience the Olympics?
Yeah.
What have you done?
One thing that's really unique is in 1984, when the Olympics were in Los Angeles, I was part of opening ceremonies.
What?
Did you carry the torch?
I didn't carry the torch, but I walked with Australia.
Okay.
And so they
course you did.
all the athletes can't practice the opening ceremonies. So we were 116-year-old girls, and we practiced, and they followed us.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Lisa just leading the way.
As she usually does. What was it like actually being there with all of the athletes from all over the world?
It's incredible, and I didn't realize that there's all this trading that goes on. Everybody has pins, and they carry their own pins, and then you trade them out. But a lot of things I've gotten to do with Olympians have just kind of happened. Like in my neighborhood, I know an Olympic swimmer, and he gave me a swimming lesson. I learned to swim butterfly from him. Yes,
That's amazing.
But there's other things people can sign up to do.
Yeah.
Like in Deer Valley, they have Ski with a Champion. And Olympic aerialist Fuzz Feddersen took me skiing and showed me trails and gave me tips. And anybody can sign up for that.
She leads like the most amazing life. You know, the only connection I've got to the Olympics was what I would refer to as PN, pre-Nikki. Was way back in Europe. I went to the Ian Cooley School of Shooting, and he was an Olympic shooter.
You are so good at that.
Yep.
You are
So
really good.
I took a couple lessons there, but maybe I taught him something. I
You
don't
probably
know.
did.
bet you
You're
did.
quite good.
So in Ireland,
Yeah.
at Ashford Castle, I did a hawk walk, and then I also got to do the clay pigeon shooting. And
I did that.
Yeah.
the guy that does the lessons is an Olympian.
That's see?
Oh, well, since you guys are so good at that, the Paralympics are also going to be at
Paris.
at the same time in Paris. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, absolutely. So I have done a lot of stories with the National Ability Center in Park City, and I've actually skied with a Paralympian. She has spina bifida. And now the Paralympics and the Olympics are always at the same time on the same cycle and same place. And so I interviewed a few of the summer Paralympians and spoke to them about how do they stay motivated. And it's really incredible just thinking about, you know, they say, because of my teammates, I'm able to wake up in the morning and get in the cold water and swim. And one of the guys I talked with, a track and field athlete, talked about how it's so important to have big goals and keep trying. And so he and I talked about, I did one other Olympic thing. So there's only 2 bobsled tracks in the world that civilians are allowed to go on. And, you know, not athletes. And so one is in Park City. And so that's actually in my book. And it's one of the 50 things that I did as one of my challenges is I went on the Olympic bobsled.
Okay.
Lisa!
I mean,
But you can go too. Everyone can go.
So for those of you who don't know, Lisa is the author of the book Bravish, and if you haven't read it yet, you need to pick it up. And that is, one of the main themes in the book is being brave, being bravish, getting out there and doing something different. So what was it like being on the bobsled?
Well, first of all, I didn't want to go. I was so scared.
I don't know if I could do it.
It's really fast. And the guy said to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, his name was David. I'm like, David, if I die today on this, my mom would be really upset.
My mom would be upset. That's the first thing to say.
He said, Lisa,
Not you.
I've done this 3,000 times. Sit down.
Okay.
And so then we did it, and it was really fun, and I highly recommend whenever you can go to the Olympics, be in the games, or even try out the bobsled or read my book, you should check it out, because we all want to have more of that Olympic spirit. Small steps lead to big changes.
Well, Lisa, thank you for being here. You always are a wealth of knowledge and information. I can't believe everything she's done. Don't forget to buy her book, Bravish.
I know. And we've got to take another short break, but don't go anywhere. We've still got lots more of the Jet Set still to come.